Tonight, he makes his professional debut hailing from El Distrito Federal, Mexico. Here is Marvin Cabrera. And your referee in charge of the action is Zach Young.
Check. Marvin. Ok, está bien así. Ok. Protector. Ok, ya hablamos de las reglas, ya saben que quiero. Nada más que sí, buena suerte a los dos. All right.
As we get ready to go, let's look at the tail of the tape for this one, Doug.
Yeah, Cabrera is 4 years younger, and he has obvious height and reach advantages.
Marvin Cabrera from Mexico City, Mexico, just El DF. A lot of people really high on this young fighter, signed by GoldenBoy Promotions. He comes out to Southpaw, doesn't even tap gloves in his pro debut. Taking on Jose Caro from Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico. He's in the black and white trunks. Marvin Cabrera, trained and managed by former world champion Daniel Ponce de Leon. Cabrera, an extensive amateur career, traveled all over the world representing Mexico. Won bronze in the Central American Games, over 150 amateur fights. Was also part of that World Series of Boxing where he fought for the Mexico City Guerreros. Took them all over the country, all over the world also.
And Beto, one thing about Caro, not only is he 0-3, he's been stopped 3 times, so I don't think it'd be the weekend's big upset if we see a stoppage here.
Your man, Jose Caro, a black belt in karate. Started karate at the age of 7. Steve, well, I'm going to throw something at you, and you can just react on your own. I'm going to say it with anything out there. He said boxing is his hobby.
It is a hobby. He might be a black belt in karate. He's obviously a white belt in boxing.
As he goes down, a body shot. Steve, good job on cue. Marvin Cabrera dropping Caro here in the first round. And will he get up? And it is over. Marvin Cabrera, in his professional debut, scores the knockout. En Filiberto, Francisca, sus hermanas y Iván Cabrera que están mirando en México. Su hijo va a venir ganador. There you see the replay for Marvin Cabrera. We stop Caro on a punch, Doug. As we bring in Doug for the first time.
He didn't really break a sweat in here. He's got a nice glow going. That was looked like a left to the breadbasket, maybe to the midsection. Didn't take a lot to get rid of Caro. And it wasn't a huge surprise, as you alluded to, Steve. Marvin Cabrera had every conceivable advantage in this bout.
And we take a look at the reverse angle, and Doug, my colleague at UCN Live, Ryan Scalia, wrote about Cabrera kind of leading the newest group of Mexicans. And as Beto alluded to, the fact that many of these guys are now participating in the World Series of Boxing, traditionally, the Mexican amateurs have not had the deep amateur background of, say, the Cubans or the Americans. But I think led by the likes of Oscar Valdez, who just recently became a world champion from the 2012 cycle, I think that template is about to change.
Yeah, and you know, the World Series of Boxing gives them some semi-pro experience before they actually turn pro. So it's a little bit more seasoning.
Speaking with the GoldenBoy matchmaker Roberto Diaz about Cabrera, Robert, usually a highly touted Mexican amateur turns pro in Mexico. He's like, yes, we wanted to bring him to the United States immediately, give him exposure, and move him quickly, maybe once every 6 weeks. And Joe Martinez in the ring right now.
Comes at the official time, 1 minute, 17 seconds. Round number 1, we have your winner by knockout victory, Marvin Cabrera.
Marvin, no nickname Cabrera, Steve.
Yeah, and Beto, what's also interesting is in terms of being not the archetype Mexican amateur, he's 23 years old. Most Mexicans actually turn pro well before they could even get a driver's license.
Yeah, they have 50 fights by now.
Yeah, and I find this to be interesting. He's a tall guy with a real good frame. We didn't really find out much, if anything, tonight. I mean, Doug, this wasn't just a layup. This was like dunking on a Nerf hoop.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
let's see if they can bring him back
not
relatively
enough.
quickly.
Not enough wing time to really put forth a serious analysis on his abilities.
How about a name I'm throwing for you guys? Ivan Cabrera from Mexico City. Sound familiar? He fought on the Castillo Morales 2 undercard. That's his brother. Ivan Morel, he had about 20-something fights. He's 36 years old, Mexico City. So Marvin Cabrera, boxing family. He's also a student at WAMEX, online international business.
And Beto, the way, let's say, Cabrera's doing it at age 23 with an extensive amateur background, Doug, we were right into the thick of Jose Luis Castillo and Antonio Margarito, guys who lost within their first 10 or 12 fights a couple of times were thought to be journeymen early on and then really forged really good storied careers. I think Cabrera will be more or less the traditional way of developing a fighter in the States.
I think so, and his trainer and manager, Daniel Ponce de Leon, was also a Mexican Olympian who turned pro and was developed the way a traditional blue chip prospect would be developed, meaning maybe his first 12 fights were gimme fights, fights that he's going to win, fights that he's going to develop gradually.
And make sure you use the hashtag RingTV. Paula Andres, I'm kind of blinking right now because the light is really bright in my eyes as Marvin Cabrera is going to join us right now. Here's the best tweet. Just wow, Doug. That was a tweet right now. Just wow.
A left hand to the forehead, and it's game over.
Marvin
First professional
Cabrera,
win.
¿Hablas inglés?
Oh.
No, que no. You're a college student.
okay.
I know you speak English. ¿Entiendes?
Estoy en tercer semestre apenas.
Marvin Cabrera, ¿cómo te sentiste? Es rápido, but how do you feel?
Pues pensé que iba a ser una pelea más exigente, pero bueno, gracias a Dios se dio el resultado rápido y a seguir trabajando para la que sigue.
I thought it was going to be a tougher fight than I expected, but thank Lord we got the win right away. ¿Cómo te sentiste ser profesional? Es diferente de ser de amateur. How do you feel being a professional now?
Pues es yo creo que los golpes más contundentes, ¿no? que en amateur, los guantes más chicos obviamente, pero bueno, ya se pasó el nervio de la primera pelea y empezamos a seguir trabajando más duro para que los rivales vengan más fuertes también.
You could feel the difference in the power because the gloves are smaller. Aquí estamos. ¿Qué miras aquí? ¿Un golpe al hígado o dónde?
Fue a la cabeza.
Oh, I hit him in the head?
Ajá.
Right in the forehead.
Watch your head, David, watch your head. How you feeling? You right? Knocked out.
Gentlemen, the end comes at the official time, 2 minutes, 42 seconds, round number one. Referee Jerry Cantu steps in and puts a halt to this bout. Your winner by KO victory here, still undefeated, David Mijares.
Body head is great.
round knockouts here at LA Fight Club. We told you, baby, we don't play around here. Shout out to my homie, Pepe Gomez. What up, Pepe? Up next, ladies and gentlemen, from Cancun, Mexico, undefeated, Jose Aguirre. Team Aguirre is in the house right now. Let me hear you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated 14-0, Jose Aguirre. Super lightweight takes on Roberto Rivera next. It's all going down on theringtv.com. Make sure you tell your friends and family if they're not with us right now, they can watch Joseph Aguirre on theringtv.com. In just minutes, it's going down live. Theringtv.com. Make sure you stream and watch it live. Joseph Aguirre up next. From Cancun, Mexico. Shout out once again, Santa Monica, David, Mijares. Congratulations, David. The fans are waiting for Joseph Aguirre.
Instagram, our Twitter. But I'm gonna ready to hook up a fan right now with this autograph signed glove in the crowd. But let's go make some noise if you want.